Hello, Cancer. Welcome to a timeless Justice for Cancer reading. Bear in mind a few things while we anticipate your reading that you have decided to more or less check into a collective insight held by me, 7th, and that you are planning on using your discernment as best as you can to take the bits and pieces that resonate with you and leave behind with the reading anything that may not. Okay? I would like to explain then if the word justice is part of the reason why you're here within this reading. I'd like to remind you that I run 2 channels, and this is one of the 2. Both of the channels are for 𝗖𝘀𝗵𝗔𝗽 and 𝗖𝘀, which are sister energies, and you can travel between either of the channels if you desire to, also via the links in the description box below. To clarify justice in regards to what 𝗖𝘀𝗵𝗔𝗽 may or may not mean for you is to understand the color vibration that she delivers her energetical truths on are meant to trigger, and in the conquest of having something to say about it might make you feel emotional, which is then the point of the reading. Okay? Justice in her more or less eyes is merciless and will deliver on its own. Okay? So in regards to me, I read these energies again. I'm 7th, aka Master 7th, that goes by 7th. Alright? That is a master healer that provides remote wellness alignments and tarot intuitive insights such as this. Bear in mind, in the quest of knowing that, if you'd like more information, the description box below will also offer you more insight. And also if you'd like any of my services. In regards to the reading, feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific. However, remember, femininity encapsulates both feminine and masculine energy, and masculinity as well encapsulates feminine and masculine energy. All right, justice for Cancer. I felt that. Okay, Empress. Okay, so do you know about this role of responsibility? Do you understand what it takes to trigger without saying a single word out loud? Because if you did, some of you know some of the reasons why you are annoying to some people. And the annoyance is still made with love and filled with love. You can talk to these people and ask any one of your social circles of friends or people, your flock, your tribe, okay? And they will be ready for you. They're on standby. You have mastered that fucking ability, okay? You show up with whatever you need to in these social contracts of engagements of friend seeking and all that jazz and social gatherings, that it is a magnet to not only remember you, but to be in service of and with you, all right? To maybe talk some business plans and all that shit. Like, it's intriguing to be in conversation with you. At the same time, the question is, are you responsible in knowing what it is that you also trigger? Some of you trigger consciously other people's bad moods. And that is annoying. And not only is it annoying, 𝗖𝘀𝗵𝗔𝗽𝗽's energy is saying it's fucked up. Humbleness is saying it's a bit annoying. Right? At least with the term annoying, I could say, listen, I have the patience, but ever so often you hit a fuse where in that fuse I don't have the moment and this is what I have to share. But overall, with all the other fuses in a fuse box that are not reactionary from not being triggered from this, doesn't mean that just because one fuse is broken, one argument occurred, that everything is like obsolete and dead now, that the relationship is destroyed. Like, but seriously, some of the accountability needs to be there when it comes to your attitude and your entrance of something. All right. Lovers. getting some tea. Cancer. Like I said, you are connected to responsibility well. Like I said, there's a reason why the Empress started the way she did in the reading, okay? You embody this energy. You are in relationship to this energy, to all these energies. Yet it's also tied to being into something that might be a mystery, and how you trigger being in responsibility and alignment or likeness of having that energy be in your reading right now. What is this that gets triggered within you to make you feel vivacious and responsible and catering and empathic and compassionate and a cheerleader for other people? And the willingness and the ability to take people on a date, to demand other people to take you on a date, a sense of value that you push in dialogue heavy, mind you, in order to get character developments of people in the form of quantifiable money or accolades of materialism to give you what it is that you say you need, okay? And there's a lot of coinage here, okay? You understand the concept, you understand the name of the game of law of attraction. That's not the fucking issue here. The issue at the end of the day is your sense of accountability factor of what you do, your responsibility of being the team, of overall well-being, of overall pendulum sustainability, of the communal aspect of what it is you bring attention to and what it is you love is a bit sus. It's a bit sus. Okay? I'm tired of announcing the energy I feel it is. So I'm not. Cater to the rest of the Cancer readings to find out the Easter eggs. I get it. I get it. You're fighting for a lot. You God, Jesus. I understand. I get it. I get it. I understand. I get it. I get it. Don't just get your philosophy of being the crab in the ocean or in the water, and then understand why being in the world of water, as euphoric as it is, as transformative and empowering as it is, and how still it is, and the density and the heaviness and the weight of how, although it might feel heavy and it's impossible to feel like you water has its own magic, okay? But don't just get lost in the element of water with you. You also travel land. Land may be underwater or land above water. Do not just water sign. At bare minimum, you're also fucking Earth. At bare minimum. And then how you teeter between the two is maybe air. I don't know, maybe air. And how you get there is, I don't know, maybe fire, because movement, fire, empowerment, air. Do you breathe on the water? Can you breathe on air? Can you breathe on land? Can you breathe as fire? Some of you hate that I oversimplify it this way, and I'm like, yeah, bring it on, Panten. Bring it. You want to make this a more complex conversation? Let's do that too. Lord. I think y'all have a better understanding now what that means emotionally showing up to Cancer energy. You're not just fucking water. At bare minimum, you're water and earth. And that just came and just... Not literally, it could. But what may not have made sense is maybe the absenteeism of understanding that. And what you've couldn't accomplish is maybe keeping money in the long term, establishing long-lasting relationships, bringing a relationship of some kind to the next level. Some people are having like issues with that. Some people have manifested the shit out of their person, meaning they're married and everything, and it's like something is not aligned when it comes to our emotion availability with each other. It's because you manifest the shit out of that and jumped a lot of fucking timelines, a valuable lesson, and now you smushed it all into one, and now you're gonna have to travel with that shit. Water, land, water, land. Your card wants to come out, the Chariot. But what came out is the Wheel of Fortune. You need to master certain levels of what it is you manifested for yourself. If you manifested the shit out of someone or something, like I said, you've bypassed a lot of fucking timelines, and those timelines are still going to catch up to you. Creativity, Leo. I was just going to say this reading is going to be as short and sweet as Leo's energy. So whatever that may mean, you may want to glance over of Leo energies. Listen, ooh, some of y'all, this is about a Leo. I said ooh because the Cancer manifests the shit out of a Leo. Yeah. A Cancer manifests the shit, and I mean the shit out of fucking Leo energy, you know, and it's now like, oh shit, this is an emotionally unavailable relationship. Sorry, it's not funny. Alright, for some of you that's not that. It is that, and it's not about a Leo, but it's about home and family. You manifested something, and it's like not in the idea of what you fantasize family to be, or what it ought to be, or what it's supposed to feel like. All right. Yep. We have the sun and the moon here. Right, very water, land, water, land, water, land, land. All right. The moon is responsible for the tide going in and out. The waves of emotions is residual energy of what's left from the moon, as well as the sun. That being said, I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.